Salute, salute, salutes. We are back. I am your host, Shy Ill. Welcome to Shy Ill Reacts. Right? We had a short intro this go round. Nobody in the room yet, but I'm trying different things out on the algorithm, trying to see if it's if the little changes that I make, give us a little boost. Right? Little boostamante. So I'm gonna sit around and wait for a couple of people to walk in. Got a couple of things to cover today. I appreciate everybody that checks in today. Got a couple things to figure out while I'm here. Let me get this this subscriber count looking right. Let's see what's popping over here. All right, salute Peter on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for being here. We're going no intro today, or extremely short intro today, just to see if it triggers something different in the algorithm. All right, while I'm here, let me fix this subscriber count. Boom. Let's get this right here. And that. Put that back. And let's see what our start number is today. Where we at? We are at 6433. 6433, crawling our way to 10,000 subs. All right, we got some announcements to make today. And we're going to hang out for a bit. Wow, there we go. The goal is updated. Salutes to you, Peter. Appreciate you. Detroit been off the hook this weekend. What's going on in Detroit? What's happening in Detroit? It's a beautiful day in Chicago. I'm hoping it's a beautiful day in Detroit. I just saw somebody say cheating deserves prison time. How rude. Right? Well, I already see off the bat that the long intro music gives a lot more people time to get the notification and check into the room. So we're going to figure it out from there. Again, we throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. NFL draft. Everybody's in the building this weekend, huh? All the gold diggers is in Detroit. Everybody's over there, huh? The hopefuls, the dreamers. Right? They doing their thing in Detroit. Salutes, Flu Dog. Appreciate you coming through, sir. We hanging out on this lovely, I don't even know what's today. Saturday? Yeah, Saturday afternoon. All right. It's beautiful outside. All the windows open. Got a fan running. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So I'm seeing off jump that the intro songs work better, or the timing to have the intro works a lot better. I've learned that the longer the stream goes, the more people that come through the door. So this was a test, but we here. Peter said they out there doing the pink brocane. They doing the pink brocane in Detroit. All the gold digger Susias trying to nail themselves a draft pick. Salute, Flu Dog. Appreciate you. Honey's up for you. Right. Let's see what we got here. Salute, Jonathan. Appreciate you, sir. We went with a short intro today just to give it a test, see what it do with the algorithm. I've noticed a difference, but we're going to keep the test going. I'm just kicking the bobos with the chat for right now. Till more people get in, we'll get through housekeeping and we'll move on. We got updates on the Aguasvivas story, Captain Aguasvivas carjacking and unaliving. We got updates on that, and we can't just walk away from Jaguar Wright talking crazy. So we got to continue that until that's over. There's only 2 parts left. All right, we're gonna cover one today, and if there's time, we'll go over some more Cartel encounters. All right, I'm gonna wait a couple of more minutes, kick it with y'all in the chat. See if anybody else comes through. If not, we're just gonna start with the scenario. I'll even if it's just us in here, I'll even skip the house cleaning if it's just the housekeeping if it's just us. I mean, So salute to you, Jonathan. Appreciate you being here, sir. It's been a long weekend of editing. So as y'all saw the other day, I put up a video that had it had audio, but it didn't have the audio of the press conference. All right. What went wrong there was the audio of the press conference was on a mono line, right? I didn't realize it was mono. It was only on one side. One headphone would play it, one speaker would play it, right? So when I uploaded it to YouTube, it totally canceled out that audio, right? Bet. So then I had an easy fix for it, and I got it fixed, and then I accidentally deleted that fix and everything I needed to fix it, and I had to start from scratch. So that sent me behind. I had auditions to do, so shit was in the way. All right, salute Jonathan. He said I got to get my mind and energy right for Jaguar Wright. Yeah, don't trip. We're gonna start with that crazy story in Florida. That's disgusting as well. So we're here to give everybody the energy shift of a lifetime per usual. It is what it is. Salute to IB on the check-in. He said we definitely need more Jaguar after all this crazy story. Facts. I'm not just gonna let it go. We got to finish it. I think there's only one thing I let go of, and I want to go back to it eventually on this channel, is the unaliving trial of Triple Extentacion. At that time, it was a crucial time in the development of the channel and me trying to grow the channel, and it wasn't doing much for views, and I was in desperate need to move on to something else to see if I can get something going. But I would like to go back to that story because it's a crazy story, and the courtroom was a circus for a long time. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm not in the business. Even if something's failing on this channel, I try not to just leave it hanging. You know what I mean? I wanna at least finish the story. So, it's crazy that I'm calling these Diddy videos Diddy Did It, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it's turned into the Jaguar Wright show, and it ain't just about Diddy. She's talking about everybody. We've seen her. She broke down Reggie Wright in the last live we did, which the edited version of that will be dropping either tonight or tomorrow. So she brought up Reggie Wright Jr. and his father. She's bringing up what's her face, Nicki Minaj. She's bringing up all kind of people's dirt. But again, I'm sure everybody coming to her with the dirt. IB said, yo, on this note, being from Memphis originally, I'd love to hear you cover some of the Dolph story. Another crazy story. What's crazy about that story, too, another crazy piece about it. So, the YouTube community that I come from, Section 8, ETC, Zaya had a mortal enemy. His enemy was Ron's Reviews. And, Ron is, not the biggest YouTuber, and he didn't put that much work into it. But when it was time to do the investigation and the Dolph investigation, he broke that story before everybody, all right? To the point where he shut it down and said, all right, I'm straight on this. I don't want to talk about it no more. But definitely a story we could get into, IB. For sure. Jonathan said, have you noticed that there seems to be some static in the sound as of late, and it comes, it goes? I do. I was going to mention that today. So, in these days that I haven't been going live, I've been getting things a little organized at the crib, fixing things up in the studio, and I want to take down the system and put it all the way back up, fresh and new. I don't know where that sound is coming from, but it's annoying me. I don't notice it until the edit. If it's ever longer than just a spurt, make sure y'all let me know, all right? IB said there's a lot to cover there with Gotti's brother getting unalived at the funeral and whatnot. Yeah, another crazy story. Another unfortunate story, you know what I mean? Extremely unfortunate story. So yeah, we can get into that. But again, we're here. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. I don't even think we got to do the housekeeping. Y'all know where everything's at. What I will do is drop the Discord link in here for future reference for anybody that walks in the room. This is our Discord link. Also, I'll do this housekeeping just for the video's sake because people are going to watch this live. And I want them to understand the system for future reference. In the description, we have $2 TTS donations where you can have your comment, question, or suggestion set on the screen during the show. It would look something like this. Boom.
Test user donated $50. Test message.
All right, we got links for that in the description, and we also have links for Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and we also have super thanks, super chats, and super stickers on. All of those good things for people that want to support the channel on that level. All right, and don't forget to stop at the Ill Shop. I will be dropping the link for the Ill Shop in the chat. Boom. And I'm going to drop these playlists in here, man. All right. So on the days where I'm not live, I'm pretty sure there's something on this channel you haven't seen yet. Pretty sure there's something that'll surprise you on here. So make sure you hit one of these playlists on a day that I'm not live. Wow. All right, these videos are all less than a year old, maybe a year old. Some. Let's see what else we got. That's it. And we got Flores Twins exclusive. So let's drop that in there too. Copy that. Paste. Speaking of the Flores Twins, they will be back May 4th. May 4th, 6 p.m. Chicago Standard Time or Central Standard Time. I'm sorry. I took over the whole timestamp. May 4th, 6 p.m. CST or CDT, whatever works. Central Time. Jay and Pete Flores will be here. We'll be having a conversation. We'll be starting that conversation with SA abuse in the and child SA abuse in the cartel world. All right, that'll be May 4th. May 4th will be we'll be right here live, and then immediately following. Immediately following the show with the Flores Twins, we will be at my Combat Sports channel. That link didn't work. We'll be at my Combat Sports channel, Head Kick Shy, and I'll be covering the Canelo fight that night. I believe it's the same night. All right, so 6 p.m. Chicago Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Flores Twins, and then after that we'll be moving to the Head Kicks channel. All right, let me get this up in here. Let's see. Head Kicks. It's my channel. Doesn't register. There's no videos on my channel yet, so it's hard for me to find it in the search, because I want to link you guys real quick. Bow. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Jeez Louise. Shout out Jonathan. He said that Florida interrogation story will keep you up. That was the one with all the kids and the brothers and the sisters and all that. Flu Dog said Pink Brocane is called Tusi. Date Grape Rug GHB with Brocane. That's what Puff was giving to his guests. It's filthy. Filthy, filthy. You drug me, I make it home. It's guerra, war forever. What? You might as well take me out, Brody. Real talk. Give me 1 sec. That's dirty to just be doping people. That's bananas talk. Right, let me do this here. Bow. And let me go to the channel. And yeah, that should have worked. I don't know why it doesn't work. Probably because I don't have no videos yet. But here you go. This is the link to the new channel. I'd appreciate it if y'all give me a subscription over there. Make sure that worked. Yeah, y'all give me a subscription over there. I'll be covering the same way I just did the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight over here. I'll be doing the Canelo fight over there on May 4th after the Flores Twins over here after the show I do with the Flores Twins over here. So tomorrow I'll be putting out a Flores Twins promo, and then we'll go from there. All right. Salute to y'all. Hundreds up in the chat. Everybody hit that like button. And we about to get into it. Dante said the kid who unalived the friend in the woods with the butcher knives or something, and moms tried holding him down. I don't even remember, though. So many videos. I'd have to go back to it just to see. All right. Here we go. I'm going to hit this record, and we're going to get into it. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Let's get it. It's a slow Saturday. It's just us. Here we go. We got updates on this Aguasvivas situation, and we got court drawings of Rodmanish. All right, so let's check this out. Here we go.
Says behind this carjacking that led to a first, the man deputies say is behind this carjacking that led to a woman's death faces a judge. This is News 6 at 5. I'm Lisa Bell.
And I'm Justin Mormith in for Matt Austin. This is something many people are talking about because it happened right in the middle of traffic. News 6's Catherine Silver joins us now live from Seminole County, and there are several people tied to this carjacking, Catherine.
Well, we had two people here in court, actually in Orange County today. This is the federal courthouse. Two people here in two very different situations. While one woman facing a federal drug charge will be allowed out of jail,
hold on. I got to start that over. Y'all got to see the court artwork. Shout out IB. He said, "What you mean, just us?" Shit, it's we got one or two concurrent viewers in this live right now. It's a beautiful Saturday. Everybody's out and about. That, or let me see, if YouTube didn't send out no notification, that's for sure. I didn't get it, and if they did, I didn't get it. I usually get it. All right, smoke them if you got them. But yeah, I gotta show y'all this. Hold on, let me. There you go, Jonathan. That's it. All right, hold on a sec. Let me What I want to do real quick. Start this back. I want to flip this back out of this channel. 1 second. Did I close it? Good. Good job. All right, here we go. Now you guys got to see the court artwork right here. Here we go.
First, the man deputies say is behind this carjacking that led to a woman's death faces a judge. This is News 6 at 5. I'm Lisa Bell.
And I'm Justin Moore.
This is a judge.
I missed it again. I gotta move the chat. Let's move the chat just so y'all can see. The boy made it. He got a cartoon of himself.
Behind this carjacking that led to a woman's death faces a judge. This is News 6 at 5. I'm Lisa Bell.
And I'm Justin Mormith in for Matt Austin. This is something many people are talking about because it happened right in the middle of traffic. News 6's Catherine Silver joins us now live from Seminole County, and there are several people tied to this carjacking, Catherine.
Well, we had two people here in court, actually in Orange County today. This is the federal courthouse. Two people here in two very different situations. While one woman facing a federal drug charge will be allowed out of jail, another man who investigators say is directly involved in that carjacking and kidnapping will be staying in federal custody. Jordanish Torres Garcia sat in court in a red jumpsuit, handcuffed and shackled Thursday. Investigators believe he is the masked gunman caught on camera forcing his way into Catherine Aguasvivas' SUV in Winter Springs. Court documents obtained by News 6 reveal what he told law enforcement. All
right, here we go. What he told law enforcement. All right. We'll get into what he told law enforcement now. I told you there would be some talking, and the talking has begun. So let's see what he had to say. This is new information to us. We haven't heard Rodmanish talk yet.
Claims 30 minutes before this video was taken, he met some.
15. Garcia stated another subject was with him during the armed jacking. IB said this is for sure one of the greatest times ever for courtroom artists. Got to see about getting one of those jobs. Man, if there's some bread in it, go on get it. Because, yeah, they doing it right now. Garcia stated another subject was with him during the armed jacking. That subject stayed in the green Acura and drove it after Garcia got into the victim's vehicle at the intersection of East Lake Drive and Tuscaloosa Road. 16. Garcia admitted that he was paid $1,500 to take the victim and deliver her to another individual. So what's he going to say? He's going to say, I took her to this other individual and that's all I know. She was alive when I took her to this other individual. Is that what he's going to say? I don't know. Salutes to Oso on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. All right. We're getting our update on.
Someone in Castleberry who gave him the AR-15. Then he received a call telling him Aguasvivas was on her way. He says he was paid $1,500 to deliver her to someone else.
Remember that, people? And that's a lot. $1,500? Life is cheap. You know what I'm saying? You find the right guy with the right thirst, with the right hunger. You know what I'm saying? With the right pains. And $20, man. $20.
After the carjacking, Aguasvivas was found dead in Osceola County in a burning vehicle with bullets on the ground. We asked his attorney about these allegations outside of the courthouse here. He declined to comment, but said he would be meeting with his client and an interpreter to discuss the case further.
He's not talking no more. He talked enough. He's going to talk some more when they get the interpreter so that nobody misconstrues exactly what he has to say.
While he's staying in federal custody, we're learning a woman with ties to this case will be getting out of jail. Maniscabel Romero Soto was arrested.
All right. This channel say Maniscabel. That shit ain't right. There's a C right there, right? But whatever. Maniscabel, right? And then there's somebody else said Monique Sabel. And then I say it's Monique Sable, man. You know, hey, you leave that name up to you leave that name up to our choice. We're gonna make it whatever it is. So Buddy is already implicating that somebody paid him $1,500 to take her from one space to another. So he's separating himself from that. Or did you get into her with her in that car and how many they said there was a lot of shells in there. They said there was 12 shells in there. Why who needed to bust off 12 shots? What happened? All right, I'm going to show another video where we have footage of, not footage, but it's an image from the news of the site where they burnt the car. Right? Garcia admitted he was paid $1,500 to take the victim and deliver it to another individual.
Before this video was taken, he met someone in Castleberry who gave him the AR-15. Then he received a call telling him Aguasvivas was on her way.
So somebody gave him the hammer, somebody gave him $1,500, and somebody gave him the drop on her. Tell me who's that somebody? Buddy's going to tell them who's that somebody. That's what he's going to do.
He says he was paid $1,500 to deliver her to someone else.
Jeez.
After the carjacking, Aguasvivas was found dead in Osceola County in a burning vehicle with bullets on the ground.
Why?
We asked his attorney about these allegations outside of the courthouse here. He declined to comment, but said he would be meeting with his client and an interpreter to discuss the case further. While he's staying in federal custody, we're learning a woman with ties to this case will be getting out of jail. Maniscabel Romero Soto was arrested by Homeland Security agents who say she picked up a cocaine delivery hidden in a lamp in Osceola. Can you speak to her involvement? Her attorney declined to comment, and so did her friends and family after a judge agreed she could be released and supervised.
What about Giovanni?
Investigators say Giovanni Crespo Hernandez is Romero Soto's boyfriend, and he also may be one of the last people to speak with Catherine Aguasvivas.
You got some
He was arrested after law enforcement searched the couple's home in Castleberry and found guns, stolen jewelry, cash, and drugs.
He wasn't arrested. Last we knew, he was still outside. He ended up turning himself in. We got a video of him too.
And right now, Giovanni Crespo Hernandez is in custody at the jail in Seminole County. He's facing multiple drug charges, including trafficking fentanyl. Court documents also call him a known member of a drug trafficking operation and say he was the target of a previous Homeland Security investigation down in Miami, which led to the seizure of more than $330,000. I'm live in Orange County. Catherine Silver, getting results. News.
That ain't your money. That ain't your cheese. It's not your cheese. You got a whole lot of problems going on, Giovanni. Right? So boom, we got that. All right, we see that Jordanish was paid $1,500. Jordanish was given the AR pistol that he used, and he was also given the drop on her. Right? Is his story bullshit? You know, quite possible. Could it be true? Yeah. Listen, the truth is gonna come when the husband is popped off and the husband has to sing on somebody. That's when you're going to get all the good information. The husband and the brother. All right? And then we're going to see how that correlates with the what's his face? With the tow truck driver. You know what I mean? All right, salute Lolly in the building. Appreciate you. Love you. All right, salute 298 on the check-in. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Again, we went quicker today. We went without the opening songs for the intro, but it seems to take about 10-15 minutes to get people in the room, so we're probably going to go back to it. It was just a test just to see what the algorithm do. All right? So I'm going to have to get me a graphic, pick a specific song, and make something happen, some kind of intro happen. All right? Appreciate y'all being here. So there it is. We got new info on Mr. Jordanish. And on the unaliving of Catherine Aguasvivas, amongst many other names. I'd love to have all her names right. I'd have to be reading them. This story just keeps unraveling. All right? Jordanish is going to add some pieces to the table. He already has. There's a name attached to the person that gave him the bread and gave him the hammer and gave him the drop. There's a name there. He's willing to give up that name. He's just leveraging a deal for that, you know? That's for sure. He's definitely leveraging a deal for that. All right, let's go to this newscast right here. I believe in this one is where they show us our boy Giovanni in the courtroom. Here we go.
We begin with some big updates in that carjacking case out of Winter Springs. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ginger Gadsden.
Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Matt Austin. 2 additional arrests were announced today. They come almost 2 weeks after a woman was followed, kidnapped, and killed. News 6's Treasure Roberts joins us in studio now. Treasure, tell us about the guys in custody tonight.
Matt, Ginger, there are lots of moving parts in this investigation. The Seminole County Sheriff gave us the latest update today, starting with this man. His name is Kevin Ocasio-Justiano. Sheriff Dennis Lima says he's also known as Kivo. He's a person of interest in this case. He was arrested yesterday by U.S. Marshals in Puerto Rico on federal charges for possession of an automatic weapon and drug trafficking. But those charges are unrelated to this case. Sheriff Lima said he believes Kivo was the person driving the green Acura at the time of the carjacking on April 11th. You may remember Catherine Aguasvivas was later killed and her body found burning in her SUV.
Crazy.
This is Jordanish Torres Garcia. He was also arrested by U.S. Marshals last week on unrelated charges and taken to the Seminole County Sheriff's Office to be questioned. The sheriff says he was the man with the long gun in that video of the carjacking. He's tied to the purchase of the Acura. Torres Garcia is also seen on his Facebook profile wearing the exact same clothes as the gunman.
Is that the exact same outfit? I don't know, man. Is anything different? Nah. I'm trying to give him a little bail, but nah, nothing, man. That's the same shit.
In the carjacking video. Here's the third person in all of this. Giovanni Crespo Hernandez. He surrendered at the Seminole County Jail last night. He went before a judge this morning on an unrelated fentanyl trafficking charge. This investigation revealed Crespo Hernandez was the last person Catherine Aguasvivas spoke to on FaceTime before she was killed.
See that right there? That's the look of...
Before she was killed. FaceTime spoke to on FaceTime.
That's the look of me jodillo. Me jodillo. That means I'm words that I can't say on YouTube. Right? because I am not allowed to freely express myself on YouTube.
Time before she was killed. Sheriff Lima believes she was on her way to meet Crespo Hernandez at his Castleberry home to deliver money and other items before she was carjacked. At this time, he hasn't been charged in connection to the carjacking.
Everyone who's watched this has known it's about drugs and money.
No
right?
way.
I mean, you look at
This has absolutely nothing to do with drugs and money. Come on. It's a family story.
the history, the background, and again, we'll find out more specific details as this investigation goes. But clearly, there's a drug and money nexus here, right?
Sheriff Lima says he believes the most dangerous people connected to this case are now off the streets. He expects more charges to come, specifically related to the carjacking resulting in death. As for the husband and brother of Catherine
that charge is
Aguasvivas,
not going to stay that. I'm telling you, that charge is not going to stay carjacking resulting in unaliving. That thing is going to turn into capital yapital.
Sheriff Lima says they are no longer cooperating with detectives.
Now, those fools are going to have to get, I said totally random. It's obviously totally random. None of this is all the hoopla they got going on here. It's the linchpin is the husband and the brother. And them fools, they gonna burn. Because right now they getting right. I don't know what they doing. I'm waiting for a press conference from Buddy, Super Cop over there. All right, what else we got here? We got guess who opened his mouth? Guess who got something to say, huh? Who do you guys want to hear from, all right? We're going to hear from the deputy. The deputy that stuck himself in this story first, the first casualty of this story, the first person to go to jail involved with this story. Because, again, what you saw Giovanni in court over, salutes.
Jonathan Pantry donated $5. Salutes Chio, my dude, with your consistent and resilient grind. Always determined and growing, providing great quality content. Shout out to everyone in the chat without commitment issues. Like and subscribe, it's free. 100.
I appreciate you, Jonathan. Thank you, sir. Jonathan dropped a $5 dono. Says, salute Shail, my dude. Your consistency, resilience, and grind. Always determined and growing, providing great quality content. I'm just here hanging out with y'all, bro. Salutes to you. Shout out to everyone in the chat without commitment issues. Like and subscribe. It's free. I agree. Like and subscribe. It is free. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Thank you, sir. Let's see. All right, here we go. So what was I saying? Giovanni wasn't in court. What we just saw right now of him being in court, he wasn't in court for the Aguasvivas story. He's not even implicated in the kidnapping or the carjacking, right? He's in there for the stuff that they found on the warrant that they got when they went to check his house. His girl's in there on the stuff that she was picking up from the post office. And who else? Kivo's coming. I think he's come. No, he's on other charges too, assault weapon charges. So none of these people are in jail for what happened to old girl. They all got popped off for something else, and then that other thing is still looming over them. So this deputy, same deal. The deputy, he stuck his foot in his mouth, and he went and he helped them, and he used information that he wasn't supposed to use, and he used platforms that he wasn't supposed to use for his own personal benefit, and he got information on the detective. He went to jail for interfering in the Aguasvivas case. He's the first real, person that has something to do with this case that went to jail. A dumbass cop. All right, so let's take a look at this. He got something to say.
We are hearing for the first time today from the Florida deputy who was arrested in connection to the case of a deadly abduction. We are hearing for the first time today from the Florida deputy who was arrested in connection to the case. We are hearing for the first time today from the Florida deputy who was arrested in connection to the case of a deadly abduction of a Homestead woman. He's accused of illegally getting information for the victim's family. Local 10's Roy Ramos joins us live from Florida City with the latest development in this murder mystery. Roy.
Nicole, as you know, this is a case that has many twists and turns. The complications beginning, believe it or not, with the victim's family. The sheriff saying that the victim's brother, along with the victim's husband, are no longer cooperating with the case.
I just want to get my life back.
We are now hearing from former Orange County Sheriff's Deputy Francisco
Where that boy neck at, man?
Estrella, arrested, then relieved of duty after investigators said he put himself in the middle of a fatal carjacking and deadly shooting case.
All he told me was that his sister had gone missing.
Estrella claims to have received a call from Lewis, the brother of Catherine.
You better watch who you do favors for. Oh, my sister's gone missing. Was that the one-year cop that was walking around? Hey, bro, I got you, bro. Whatever you need, bro, I got you, bro. And then when dude called, he had to deliver. Right? And he was like, man, my sister, bro, she's kidnapped. He was like, I got you. I'm going to go look into this. And he goes and he looks into it. He get popped off. Whole life ruined. Dropped in the middle of some crazy work plus unaliving plus all kind of different interstate commerce and all kind of broken laws. All in the mix of it. Peter, you behind on the whole video. You screaming King Ryan. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. So all of those things happening, man. And he's in the middle of it now.
Aguasvivas, hours.
Watch who you do favors for. Don't be just doing favors for anybody.
After cell phone video
was that his sister had gone missing.
Estrella claims to have received a call from Lewis, the brother of Catherine Aguasvivas, hours after cell phone video showed a man jumping out of a green Acura and carjacking Catherine at gunpoint in Seminole County. Estrella is accused of using a fake name and calling the lead detective assigned to the case for information, a move that now has him facing multiple.
What's wrong with that boy's head? Something wrong with his dome.
Felonies.
Somehow they've implicated myself with all these heinous crimes.
They've implicated yourself. Tú te metiste. You jumped in there. You wanted to be Captain Save Everybody's Family and use your, clearance to get information. You tweaked.
Estrella's arrest.
Nobody implicated you in
for
anything.
Information, a move that now has him facing multiple felonies.
It would have been easy for you to say no, right? But they probably had some leverage over you, right? They probably know what you do on your weekends or your days off, So you probably owe them money. Had to do them a favor. Who knows? Or you could have said no and used your job as an excuse. But now you're saying somebody implicated you. Ain't nobody implicated you. You implicated yourself, right? Shout out IB said, what I want to know is why did these dudes turn themselves in so fast, or is that not actually what happened? Nah. The law was on them for a bunch of other things that they had coming. So they just, once they did this, the budget went up and they were able to go after all of these guys and they caught them all. Bringing them shoulder pads from the 80s back. Facts. King Ryan beat Haney down. Yeah, boy. Yeah, we'll talk about that in the other channel though, but all right, he cheated too. I made $3K from my bet on the fight. Good for you. Salutes. So come up. IB said, old boy's face doing gymnastics. His dome doing gymnastics. Look at him. Eyebrows doing gymnastics. Eyeballs doing gymnastics. Also said, what an idiot. Just say no. Just say no. Or did they have leverage on him? Did they have leverage on him? Quite possible. El Cu said, I read a few reports that Monique Sable is... dude's girlfriend was already out. She probably is. I mean, she's out. That don't mean she's out of it, though. She's still in this case.
Somehow they've implicated myself with all these heinous crimes.
Estrella's arrest was...
I'll tell you what, ain't nobody gonna... We'll see what happens, because I don't think nobody's gonna stand tall. I don't think nobody's gonna stand tall in this situation. I think they're all gonna have something to say. Monique Sable included. We'll see. 298 said definitely cheated. He cheated. When you know that you're not gonna make weight and you know that you're not gonna, be depleted, that's a whole different thing. And everybody's saying he fooled everybody. He didn't fool shit. But again, we'll talk about that on the other channel. Vernon says, I can't believe dude's still wearing the same outfit. Wearing the same outfit, bro.
One of many that have come over the past few days. The latest 20
crimes.
Estrella's.
Somehow they've implicated...
Nobody implicated none of you.
Now has him facing multiple felonies.
somehow they've implicated myself with all these heinous crimes.
Estrella's arrest was one of many that have come over the past few days. The latest, 27-year-old Giovanni Crespo Hernandez, who appeared in bond court Tuesday.
Giovanni confused and mad, like, come on, man.
He was the last person that our decedent, Catherine, spoke to.
Crespo Hernandez's home raided by federal agents after he first fled with his girlfriend. Those agents finding fentanyl, Rolex watches, and hidden guns inside.
We believe our victim was on her way to meet Giovanni in Castleberry.
While he turned himself into deputies Monday, it is this man arrested in Puerto Rico a day later. Kevin Ocasio-Justiano, known as Kivo, is who detectives said was with Jordanish Torres Garcia at the time Catherine was carjacked.
I believe it's Kivo driving the green Acura and Jordan holding the gun at the window, committing the kidnapping.
But you also say that in that parking lot, when you saw Kivo driving that red Toyota, you said there was two men in the green Acura. So who's the third man? It should be Jordanish, Kivo in the red car, and somebody else in the green car with Jordanish when they show up to that parking lot. That's the part I'm not understanding yet. But again, it'll all come out in the wash, all right? And everybody's washing. There are a bunch of washwomen right now. The stories are coming out, flipping from the mouth. Facts. Abi said, they is third person. Myself is first person. Learn how to speak. Listen, I probably fucked that one up. And I'm a wordsmith. We'll be all right. So, boom. Evidently, the deputy couldn't keep his mouth shut. He wanted to speak.
And in addition to drug charges, both Kivo and Jordan now face federal charges that include armed carjacking resulting in death. As for the victim's husband and brother, well, they still have yet to face any charges. For now, here in Florida City, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Okay, Roy, thank you. New video.
He had something to say. Now, he still got a case pending. And his lawyer didn't tell him to shut up. Do I think he'll be implicated in the other case? Absolutely do. I mean, you sat there and you tried to get evidence. You sat there and you tried to get information on a detective. You know how many different ways they can skew that? But he talking about, you know, they pulled me into this. I had nothing to do with this. Shout out Vernon. He said I believe dude was driving. You have to have proof, right? Right. He can't just believe. Believe lets you know that there's a chance that that might not be it. So yeah, you gotta have proof. Salutes IB. Say you speak fine, my guy. IB said no, they implemented myself. Yeah. That's what he said. Doesn't make any sense. You speak fine, my guy. I got you. I'm with you. So yeah, I think that's it. Let me make sure there's nothing else on that story. That's a lot, though. To me, that's a lot. And usually we got longer videos on that story specifically. But that's a lot in the sense that now we got Jordanish in there and we know he's talking. We got new information. $1,500. Somebody gave him the hammer. Somebody gave him the drop on her. We already know he's talking. He waiting for an interpreter. That's the whole. The interpreter is there to talk for you. So there's no way. That's a new code word right there. You'd be like, I think Buddy got an interpreter over there. Watch him. All right. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me do a sweep of the interwebs and see if there's any new information for this case. Boom. Victim's family no longer cooperating, but we knew that 7 hours ago. Let's see what this is. 5 things we know about the Homestead woman's shocking fatal carjacking. Some questions still unanswered. Many questions still surround the unaliving of 31-year-old Catherine Altagracia Guerrero de Aguasvivas and the 2 men who are now facing charges in this incident. The FBI and the Seminole County Sheriff's Office will provide an update Monday on the fatal armed carjacking and abduction of a Homestead woman in Central Florida, after releasing new details this week on the shocking incident that sounds like the plot of a TV drama. Some questions still surround the killing. I let it slip. The unaliving of a 31-year-old Catherine Altagracia Guerrero de Aguasvivas and the two men who are now facing charges in the incident. Who is Catherine Altagracia Guerrero de Aguasvivas? Aguasvivas lived in Homestead and worked as a hairdresser at a salon in Florida City. Detectives said she had no prior criminal history. Aguasvivas was driving and stopped at an intersection in Winter Springs in the Seminole County back on April 11th when shocking videos showed her held at gunpoint and abducted. A couple hours later, a body believed to be hers was discovered inside of a burning vehicle in Osceola County. Police are still awaiting dental records or DNA confirmation the body found was Aguasvivas. Why was she heading north from her home in Homestead? Aguasvivas had left Homestead that morning and was driving... I had to make sure everything was good. Driving a white Dodge Durango when the armed abduction happened. Authorities said Aguasvivas' husband Miguel initially told detectives she was traveling to see family. Investigators said they found two family members in the area, but neither were expecting a visit from her because the husband's lying. Detectives believe Aguasvivas was going north to deliver money and other stuff for a friend. Why is Giovanni Hernandez and who is Giovanni Hernandez? How is he connected? Hernandez, 27, is believed to be the last person who spoke to Aguasvivas, according to her brother Luis. According to a federal criminal complaint, Hernandez is a known member of a drug trafficking organization and a person of interest in a series of home invasions and homicide investigations. He was also the target of a Homeland Security probe in 2020 where agents seized more than 300 stacks. Authorities searched a home in the Orlando suburb of Castleberry that Hernandez shares with his girlfriend, 27-year-old Monique Sable Romero Soto, where they found fent, more than $13,000 in cash, 2 Glock firearms, cell phones, and expensive jewelry. Inside their Toyota, authorities found a trap space, a clavo used by traffickers to hide rugs, officials said. Hernandez turned himself in Monday to authorities in Seminole County on a warrant for fent trafficking and possession of MJ with intent to sell. Soto was arrested in Osceola County after trying to pick up a lamp she says she bought off Facebook Marketplace that was filled with more than 3 kilos of brocane, authorities said. Oh, man, this is like the Three Stooges of bullshit right here. Who are the two men federally charged in the case? Jordan Torres Garcia, and Kevin Kevo Ocasio-Justiniano. Both 28, and I've heard every news channel, I've been listening to these videos, every news channel butchered her name too. Are facing federal charges of carjacking resulting in unaliving and Aguasvivas unaliving. Authorities said Justiano was connected to a red Toyota Corolla that was seen at the same apartment complex as the green Acura sedan involved in the abduction of Aguasvivas. It's believed Justiano picked up the suspects in the Acura, and at the time of the carjacking was the driver. All right, so there has to be another guy. According to an arrest affidavit filed this week, Torres Garcia admitted that he was the man who approached Aguasvivas with the hammer and got into her vehicle, and told investigators that he was paid to kidnap her and deliver her to someone. Torres Garcia said the weapon was unloaded and had been given to him half an hour before the carjacking. I was going to say, how do we believe that? But they were 10mm shells found at the scene. And said he was paid $1,500 to deliver her to an individual who wasn't identified in the affidavit. I wonder why. Authorities said Facebook photo showed Torres Garcia wearing the same outfit as the suspect, and his phone number is associated with the buyer of the Acura. Detectives were able to make arrests with the help of cell phone records, which showed they were both at the scene of the carjacking at the time it happened, officials said. Torres Garcia was questioned last week following his arrest on federal warrant for violation of probation from a weapons charge in Puerto Rico. Justiano was taken into custody earlier this week in Puerto Rico on unrelated drug trafficking and weapons charges, authorities said. Why was a deputy arrested during the investigation? Salud to Zoraida on the check-in. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Better late than never. No late. Just join the replay gang. Join the replay gang. Salutes to you. Thank you for being here. We got new developments. New developments. Why was the deputy arrested during the investigation? Another arrest made during the investigation into Aguasvivas unaliving was Orange County Deputy Francisco Estrella. Authorities said Aguasvivas' husband reached out to a family friend, Estrella's wife, and that Estrella then used a fake name to call the Seminole County Sheriff's Office to get information in the case and the lead detective. Like, that's... You tweaked, bro. Estrella allegedly recorded the conversation and also accessed an internal information system for info. Then sent it to Aguasvivas' husband, who is the kingpin of all of this. He's the one. Some unanswered questions. The bizarre series of events still leaves some questions that have yet to be answered. Seminole County Sheriff Dennis Lima said this week that investigators believe they know the motivations of Aguasvivas unaliving. This whole thing, I suspect from the beginning, everyone who's watched this known it's about rugs and money. We'll find out more specific details as it goes on, but clearly there's rugs and money being the nexus. Lima said that at the moment, Aguasvivas' husband and brother are not persons of interest in the case, but while they had been cooperating for a majority of the case, they stopped doing so. Investigators want to know why the husband was trying to find more info on the case and lead detective. They also want to know why he told Aguasvivas over the phone to keep driving when her car was rammed by the kidnapper's car, and why Aguasvivas' husband and her didn't call 911. We all know why. We all know why. All right? Also unanswered is what was the other stuff Aguasvivas was driving with? And what was the relationship between Aguasvivas and Hernandez? And why was he the last person she called? And who's the other person or persons believed to be in the suspect's car during the abduction? There's a lot of evidence that really hasn't even come back on this yet. And again, still relatively early stages of this, but a lot of good police work, taking an incredibly complicated and confusing situation with a lot of moving parts and putting it into play. All right, that's it. But there it is. So the newest information we got today is that Jordanish is already talking, and he got an interpreter coming to make sure he's not misunderstood. And, he was paid $1,500. Somebody gave him an unloaded hammer and gave him the drop on her. And supposedly he was paid $1,500 to deliver her. We're gonna have to wait to find out who's this masked man they speak of, right? So again, rest in peace to Catherine Aguasvivas, and we'll see what happens with the Get Along gang in the future. See if they what sticks and what doesn't. It's looking like everything's sticking. I'm looking to see what the husband got to do with this, though. The husband and the brother gonna have to answer for themselves very soon. Very soon. All right, salutes. El Cu said, people tend to tangle words and tenses when they're lying through all the pores in their body. Facts. But sometimes when we're not lying, some of us tongue-tied, dog. Sometimes the only time I'm not tongue-tied is when I'm rapping or writing. You know what I mean? So, but yes, agreed. A liar get paralyzed in a lie, be stuck there and shit. Bangs got paid to look guilty. We gonna see. Bangs up there looking bad. Bangs is already getting popped for all of these other cases. He got mad other cases on him. Nobody is off the hook in this. Not even Monique Sable. Nobody's off the hook in this. They're all in jail over something else other than old girl's story. Once that story comes out all the way, bananas. IB said, yeah, but we're not going to call you out then. No, I feel you. I just think sometimes we some stuttering motherfuckers. But Buddy came out and talked. He wants his life back. He want to be police again. All right, we'll see. We will see. Salute to y'all. Hunters up. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Hit the subscribe button if you have yet to do so. Salute to the usual suspects that are in the building. I should be outside with a pretty girl right now, but I am in here with you beautiful motherfuckers. So we having a good time. Let's get it. All right, I'm waiting on another update from that story, and we'll go live when that happens, all right? Shout out Zoraida. She said this novel gets better every time. It's a straight novela. It's definitely a novela, man. They wilding is what they doing. All right? Wilding out. All right, here's what we're going to do. We are now going to get into this. We're going to have to. All right, Jonathan, I hope you're out there and you got your, your thinking cap on and you got your energy shifted, got your candles lit and shit. Your salt lamps is popping because we're going to get into this Jaguar Wright Part 3 and see what that's talking about, all right? Here we go. Let's get it. We're going to skip over her talking about her own stuff because we want to hear her spilling the tea. We'll get into her own stuff on its own one day if there's time, right? Because there's a lot going on with her. There has been a lot going on with her. What is this? Right. And all right, Part 3 of the Real Life Productions interview, the finale. But there's another one after this. This is behind the scenes, so I don't know. I don't know what was said over there, but I'm sure she didn't leave no stone unturned when it came to having to say things. All right, so boom, the finale. Jaguar Wright returns. Uncensored truth. Let's get it, y'all. Hunters up. Hit that like button.
I make Pressure look funny as shit, don't I?
I'm telling you.
Because nobody takes into consideration for that second that they had told those police officers that I was a psychotic maniac off my meds and was trying to harm my family. They could have came with their guns drawn. You want to know why they didn't? Because they know me at the hotel. Because I have a rapport there. Because I have a life there. I was a black woman being accused of being some kind of raving psychotic.
You was wilding. I saw that video.
It's been revoked by Monica Lockett.
Y'all want to see that video? I seen that video. I don't know what they was accusing her of or what was going on, but there was a lot of cussing, a lot of dramatics going on.
Who was pretending to be Angela Owusu, who goes by the name Legina Gold.
I don't know nothing about what she's
Gina was my bondholder.
Correct.
How did Genesis break it? Pretending to be her.
I don't know none of these people.
Her fat filled cow ass.
Oh shit!
Sitting on this couch.
That's what I was gonna say. You saw that, and for that part, she said Jag was talking bad about me, so therefore she wanted to revoke the bond. Whatever y'all had, and it fell apart.
Let's get it clear.
Let's go.
All right, I am gonna listen to this because whoever that was that had her bond took it back. Evidently took it back right there on that couch. Let's see what happened. We in here.
I haven't even got started with you toots.
Nope.
I haven't even gotten started. Guess what?
What?
Let's list some facts.
All right.
You are Monica Lockett.
Don't know you.
AKA DJ Peter fucking Butt Naked.
What?
Baby mom of a great artist who you annoyed to death.
Who?
Facts.
Who is this? Hold on, we gotta look this up.
You're a failed DJ and promoter. Everywhere you've lived.
Who's she talking
DJ
about?
Facts.
Where's Lisa Kendall? She got out of sauce on this. She know what's popping. Wait, she said her name. What's the
Baby
name?
mom, a.k.a. you are Monica Lockett.
Monica Lockett.
A.k.a. DJ Peter fucking Butt Naked. Baby mom of a great artist who you annoyed to death. Facts.
I'm looking up who she is. Y'all.
You're a failed DJ and promoter. Everywhere you've lived. How did that show go last year? Oh yeah, didn't go well. Like nothing else you do goes well. Maybe you should ease off of them beers and chain smoking them cigarettes.
Oh,
Global superstar, Kygo. World tour.
For a snack. To which your response was, I was drunk and I didn't mean to do it. You cow.
I don't even
Can you
know
sit here?
who her baby daddy is.
Truth is, I never said I slept with by 10. I said I spent late nights with him. So I know exactly what he was doing. If you only knew your baby daddy.
I'm going forward because
So
I don't
ain't
wanna
nobody rob you.
waste time on
Cause
people
you.
We don't know who the fuck.
All right, let's do it like this.
You and your Baba Lao. Oh, y'all.
Oh,
you tried to set me up
talking about the Santos
to
now?
put me in jail unlawfully, and I'm suing that bond company.
Go and get him. You revoked that. She revoked your shit.
Because Monica Lockett never had the right as a reference to break my bond. Only Angela Owusu, and I have her on 5 different interviews saying that she didn't do.
Is it true that a tape dropped? And when I
What
say
tape?
when I say tape, I mean
Where my phone at?
yeah.
Tape of
What tape?
Can you throw that back in there? Is it true that a sex tape dropped?
Who?
What sex tape?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
What sex tape?
I
going
heard
on
that
out
in
there? Who got the
the
link?
ethosphere, and I'm like,
I got a sex tape?
is that
Jaguar,
is,
right?
is that a thing? Is that
I couldn't imagine.
the eyes and the lies. The eyes and the lies.
It's like Mario, Luigi, King Koopa, and the princess locked in a room together. That tape.
I got a sex tape. That's what they say.
Hey. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. You know, I talk to my friends. I share some intimate details, and the next thing I know, people are selling shit online.
Oh my God.
You mean shit like that?
Hashtag what sex tape? Hashtag what sex tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like a Merry Melodies to me.
Sound like she showed him something and they edited it out. That's what it sounds like.
With that being said, man, here we go.
Don't forget, y'all, we're gonna have the Flores twins on May 4th right here on this channel. We're gonna be talking about SA assault in the cartel, and immediately following that show, we will be at the Head Kicks channel. Over at the Head Kicks channel, give me a subscribe over there. I will be reacting to the Canelo fight. All right, just keeping y'all abreast of what's popping.
Oh, man, I don't
Push
know.
it out. Hashtag push it out.
I hope the kids are in bed.
Yeah. This shit ain't made for kids.
Yeah, just shit.
Trigger warning. About to get rich.
Oh man, God. So let me segue into
I'm 50 years old. I'm too old to be ashamed about what I was designed to do
Hey man.
and do well.
Hey man.
I got to practice.
Hey.
Put the camera down.
And another one.
You might make the song cry, Jack. Hold on, man. You might make
Come on with your jokes.
When you see Eligio Bishop
Who's that?
guilty life in prison plus 5 without the possibility of parole.
Love it. He's a menace.
Did you expect that?
Yes. I prayed for it.
They offered him parole. I mean, they offered him 5 years.
He's insane. He thinks he's God.
Yeah, we don't care.
He's going to walk on water and moonwalk right on the air, right out of there. That's what he say.
Remind us, how long have you been following that carbonation story?
I first became aware of them in 2021, late 2020, early 2021. People started coming to me because my name, of course, I was trending. That was right after I first went viral with y'all. And they said, Jag, we need your help. And I got in there, and Tope got in there with me. And this was still when I was still cool with the sex worker, the trash baby. We hunted that down. But even when I walked away, when I stepped away, when I took the 18-month hiatus, me and my husband, I was still tracking him the entire time. I was waiting. The only thing I'm grateful for Monica Lockett for was the kids, you know?
I don't know nothing about this story,
Shaka, Hazine, the babies, Velvet.
I'm gonna skip this shit. We'll figure out that story and go from there, because I don't want to waste
Black
time.
people, he fit, who fold. You know? You ain't never seen this porno tape?
Yeah.
With the white man, you know? White man put his hands on him. Who folds over like a ham sandwich when a white man put his hands on him. You ain't never seen this porno tape?
Yeah.
Who's that? That Eliseo guy? Let's get back to the task.
Is that the way you saw that story ending? That
him jail for life? Yes. I prayed for it.
The judge?
Second time, I prayed for it. Everything I pray for happens.
The judge gave him the max because of his arrogance, because of his lack of
Thank God.
And I'm like,
bravo. I knew it. He was going to be 3 guys to the last minute and probably offer his sacrament, which is his semen, for the judge so he could get his mind right. I knew he was going to say something crazy. He's Alicia.
He's his own worst demon, basically. Like he got his own way.
Oh, no. He just reset the game. See, society is getting a break, but it's not winning. Because he's about to take his Nature Boy show on the road in jail. And he's going to indoctrinate every last one of them that will give him any time and send them back out into the world to do his work. He ain't stopped. He just got a captive audience. And he ain't got no problem with sucking or taking dick.
Hey, better relax.
He gonna have plenty of disciples.
Gangbang.
I'm sure he's working on how to become the new Charles Manson right now. That mother never met a tragedy he didn't know how to market. See, that's the thing. We all up.
So I asked ChatGPT to build me a Shopify store, and it said, no, we can't do that.
Up in arms because this is my life, and this is like winning.
Right. Dude's probably like,
'Cause
this
he's
the
the
next
devil.
stage of my operation.
So,
he's the
like the
devil
person
too.
that's laughing the hardest right now at Diddy is the devil. Because he did all of this for him. And look at what he's going through now. And the devil's laughing the hardest.
Who is this dude? Hold on.
Got you, bitch.
Got you.
You was so in the mouth. Yo, God. Hey, got another one. And another one. Take that. Like he's happy right now.
We did an interview with his quote unquote wives, and they were hoping and praying that he be freed and that he was innocent.
Stockholm syndrome is a
Yeah,
especially when it's done on social media.
Stockholm system.
Because now you got to stand on it because you don't want anybody to know that you chose to be a victim. Them bitches ain't never going to admit what he did to them.
And I'm hearing a lot of that. A lot of people along these stories that, don't want to admit that they set themselves up to be a victim. They're not victims after all. They're willing participants in some shit that they don't want their name attached to, but they want their soul attached to.
Want to know why? Because the truth is they did it to themselves. Every last one of them. See, that's the part of the story that people keep forgetting, that I've always said. These were brilliant people looking for a different experience in life. You want to know how Nature Boy got them caught up? With their own personal vanity.
That's it.
See, that's where me and Nature Boy are aligned. We're both sin eaters.
Tapped into it.
See, when you have a brilliant person and they understand sin,
We're going to get into that Nature Boy case. I didn't see what that's about.
Don't forget, all of these people are talented. They all wanted to be artists. They all wanted to be successful, which meant what? They were susceptible to vanity.
Absolutely, all of them. That's how I
And he
felt about
just
Little
found
Rob.
each one of their little niches and turned it on. Everything that they did for the camera was staged. All of that we saw, they planned that. They literally did it all for clicks and views. That's why they became so afraid at the end. Because when the cameras went off, he kept it up. See, it started with they would do this wild, right?
Wild.
For clicks and views. And then they would get the money. They was on Bigo collecting bean and Jack and the Beanstalk, boy. They was getting on the boat.
Falling.
They was beat down. They was keeping it a beat, you know?
Yeah.
But they would turn the cameras off and then live normal. Make music. Be friends. Do all that they were normally doing. And the polygamous lifestyle that they had chosen. But it got to the point where when the cameras went off, Eligio kept it up.
Eligio did what they call in wrestling. He worked himself into a shoot. Right? A work means that it's fake. It's pre-planned. It's practiced. A shoot means it's real. It's really happening. All right. And sometimes when somebody works themselves into the character so much, right, which is the work, which is the scripted part, it becomes part of their life to a point where they take it so seriously that they work themselves into reality, and they work themselves into a shoot, and that's what Eligio did. All right, he played this Nature Boy cult leader role on the internet, and then took it with them off the internet, and he's getting a life sentence. Worked himself into a shoot.
See, they got trapped. It was all an act. It was all a gag. And then he said, let's make it all true.
Method actor.
Why are we pretending?
The best method actor.
Let's do this for real. You better that up. The boy here, grab my penis. We about to get crazy, y'all. This is wild. He was waiting for the right moment to be himself. He got them to pretend and then got them comfortable with him acting like this, right? Because he had convinced them it was all an act.
Let's make it our business and let's find at least a short so we can get a visual of what she's talking about, all right? Let's see. Nature Boy, Colt. Boom. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm looking for a short. It's just giving me long form. Let me play one from my phone that I could see right here. Alright. Here we go.
What was really going on in your mind and your emotions? What do you do?
That's it. He got a
You know
little
what I'm
harem.
talking about. You don't?
I don't feel like I have an issue. I don't feel like
No. That's what I'm saying. You thought it out, but you still haven't got rid of the feeling. It's like your thoughts don't control your emotions. Your emotions, once you feel something, you can't get over it, even though you know that you're not supposed to be thinking like that. You still feel those feelings. You're carrying that vibration still. And then you went into that vibration. That's why you went by yourself and went over there to
I didn't know Daddy was going to do this. I wanted to sit in the hammock early because I thought that if I lock her, then she would be cool. Because she got up fussing this morning. When she was laying there sleeping, but I still wanted to be in the hammock. And so when I got in the hammock, I fell asleep in the hammock with her. And that's what happened. That's what happened when I got in the hammock. Which I was tired anyway. I would have went to sleep up there, but I didn't want to be up there. I didn't want to be in the bed. I wanted to be in the hammock, which I decided to do that yesterday.
Right, so basically we get the gist. He got everybody under pressure. He got a cult. He got everybody under pressure. We're going to look more into that. I'm going to find some dope videos that we could go through and see what he really had going on.
And I sat in the hammock yesterday, but then...
And you always have to be transparent. This is why MODs is a part of our laws. But when the mind, when the subconscious is against the conscious, which means like you thinking something and feeling something different. You know the laws here, right? So in your mind you say, yo, I know I can't feel like this about polygamy. Rob made love to me last night in a way, and it made you jealous because...
All right, so now here's the question. The question is this all the work? Or is he smashing everybody? And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, did he really have a harem? And that shouldn't be nobody's business. Now, if it's abuse, that's another level. That's another thing. Now you're making victims. Are these victims willing participants? Yet another level. So it's like, man, who knows? All I know is that baby ain't got nothing to do with this. That baby got a whole titty out. So I'm going to get this out of here. But we get the gist of it. All right? That baby was feeding, had mama hanging all the way out. So now we got a better idea of what Jaguar is talking about.
Act. But it wasn't. He was pretending to be sane. That nigga was just waiting for the right moment to be crazy. And once he realized what they were willing to do for money. Right. It's time for the representative to take a nap. I'm here. Down low. That was geeked about feeding all them people his semen. That's what the download was.
Download, yes.
Yeah, they was dabbing. They was dabbing his seminal fluid.
Jeez.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know that. So explain what they were doing. Like just
he would jerk off.
Okay.
And he would take his nut. And he would like the communion.
And put on their tongues.
Yeah, like the communion.
Oh man.
He was calling it the download.
Man.
You didn't know.
This movie gonna be crazy.
You can get anybody to do anything in this world, man. Real talk. You find the right person, you got the right demeanor about yourself, and you're able to pull manipulative strings on manipulatable people, then it goes down.
Lifetime about to have a ball. Oh man. Oh yeah, no.
Tap into the three God.
Oh man. Oh no. Life
That nigga was wild.
without the possibility, bro. This man here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put it like that. He might. That 25 don't seem
like maybe it's not enough.
No, yeah, like if you can get people to do that, what can't you get a person?
He tricked them into believing one thing, and then pushed them to the line to see how far they were willing to go to achieve this goal of utopian life.
Right.
And he kept, you gotta sacrifice. We gotta do this. We gotta do it for the camera. We gotta get the people. He choreographed that whole thing. He staged it all to create an atmosphere where he could be himself.
So
why do you think he liked islands? Self-contained.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you decided you didn't like him after he introduced you to the real him, well, he already had your passport and your social security card because you had to turn all that in. Your ATMs, your debit cards. You're in a foreign country with no ID and no access to cash at all. Young man, 2.0.
Please.
What you gonna do? You out in the middle of where? With the son of Satan. And he's the only one that has access and gets constant random access to the outside world.
So that would make me want to ask you then, his followers, and again,
you think any one of those women want to admit that they fell in love with the devil?
No.
Let's just be honest. They gonna stand true.
Yeah, who wants to be? We look at you and be like, you dummy. They looking like, who wants to be looked at like a dummy? I made my choice. This is what I wanted. Did you? Or are you a victim? If you're not a victim, then you're not a victim.
Because they'd rather be talked down about as his wife than be called stupid like they really are.
There it is. That was it. What I just said.
It's vanity. See? They gonna hold him down for vanity. He got him with vanity, and he's keeping him with vanity. And they're gonna help him build his little army. I've already heard a little chatter. He can't wait to start indoctrinating the young boys that book in.
Man.
He's found a whole new calling, and he get to freak out.
So we sat down, we spoke to Solar, we spoke to Shaka.
Shout out to my nephews.
Yeah, Solar had to testify.
Solar did testify.
He did testify.
Solar, is this the same Solar from Guru, from Gangstar?
Yeah.
In his case.
When he left Vegas, we didn't tell anyone when he left Vegas. I sent the money, we booked the ticket, and that was that. It was a hard choice found. He doesn't believe in the criminal justice system, and he doesn't believe in prison because there is no rehabilitation.
That's a fact.
In his opinion.
Right.
He has right to believe that. He's a black man.
In my opinion.
There's plenty of evidence to corroborate his feelings.
And don't get it wrong, people do change in prison, but that same change you can get in prison, you can get at home. It just takes for some people, it takes that rock bottom. But if you ask me, they call it, Department of Corrections. There is no correction. So it's more destruction.
But I've noticed since the trial and the sentencing, a calmness has come over him. He's complete with it now. And he can move forward. And even when I talked to Shaka and Azim, since he was sentenced, something is lifted. I wish people would stop feeling the need to judge people on mistakes that they made in the past.
Right.
Because to keep talking about it when they've moved on and become something different, that's not them being stuck in the past, that's you refusing to let it go.
That's how they do Mike Tyson.
And these are brilliant people.
That's how they would have done Tupac if he'd have survived. Salutes Yael on the check-in. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for being here. Salutes.
My baby Shaka and my little Savion, my little chocolate COVID drop that got me sick. You know, when I hear people talk about, she hates kids and she's this and she's that.
I don't know what she's talking about.
It's funny because I've always been amazing with children and children love me because I trust children as they should be trusted completely.
Yep.
They haven't learned how to lie to themselves yet.
Yep.
They tell the truth.
Facts.
Every time I walk into a courtroom, I always pray that my judge has the spirit of a 6-year-old.
Most of them judges got the spirit of a demon in them.
You got to understand the purity of a heart.
Send everybody to jail.
We teach our children not to trust their instincts because they have to follow what society says.
That's a fact.
We teach our children not to pay attention to old customs and old ways because people will make fun of them. But we've given up our culture and separated ourselves from everything that is us, and we wonder why we're sick. Mentally, physically, spiritually.
In so many ways.
We have separated ourselves from everything we were intended to do. What the fuck is a Christian? I don't think I've ever met one. I don't know anybody that acts like Christ. I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
You were gonna say something?
Yeah. Do you think? You said that you were glad that he got life, right?
Yeah.
What about his upbringing and the things that he went through?
His mother was a whole to all kinds of shit. Just like Diddy mom. He a Diddy mom. You know, I tell people all the time, you know, especially when I would be in jail, like that last time in Dallas, there was this girl. When I was in Tank 10, they kept moving me around. Everybody's afraid of me. But this girl, she kept getting high. She's just taking whatever she could get. They sliding it through the door. And I didn't know she was pregnant. And somebody was like, that girl should be ashamed of herself. She's pregnant. I said, with the amount of drugs she's doing every day. So I walked up to her one day and I said, why you hate that baby? And she said, what are you talking about? I love my...
That's enough to scrap about.
My baby. I said, not doing the amount of drugs you're doing. You hate that child. Or do you hate his father? Like, who the f do you hate?
Right.
Or do you just hate yourself? Why are you getting all deep? Because I'm trying to figure out why you're creating another Jeffrey Dahmer that we have to live with. I said his mom was doing dope. Like you doing dope. You see how he turned out. Like, yeah. He was made a psychopath. And you know what she said? Well, my baby ain't gonna turn out like that. I said, well, how about this? He probably will. And I pray you're his first victim.
Never enough evidence for a fool. That's a fact.
She started crying. It's true.
It's true. Crocodile tears.
So let me ask, when you see a situation like carbonation, is it a question of not if, but when another carbonation type situation is going to start?
It's already happening.
Yeah, it's already, there's probably 10 of those cults already. You know what I'm saying? All over the world. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of them dudes ain't going to go to jail like dude did.
I don't want to say any names, but there are people that are already trying to rekindle. Like I said, his prison sentence was the beginning for him. They really need to monitor him in jail.
He could run things from jail.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
They're already organizing.
Yeah. We spoke to him a few times from jail. And we could see that he's trying to still manipulate the outside world from there.
Oh, he's not trying, he's doing it.
Yeah.
It's just a slow crawl. But now that he's all the way in there and the wives are about to start doing more social media campaign, by the time he shows all of the new inmates the kind of money that he can generate offline, and he can keep boys like, commissary heavy, please. Throw a little sex in there, have a little download meeting.
Stop.
In the shower, and then send that motherfucker back out there. Now you go be me. And you go be me. And you go be me. That's what he used to say when he would see a woman that he wanted to manipulate and enslave. You look like me.
Ha!
Yeah. He said it to Nosy.
Different
to the sex worker. He knew who to talk to. You look like me. And he would get so excited.
That can get it started.
Now imagine what that kind of mind can do in confinement. Nothing but time. We haven't seen the last of Eligio Bishop. We're about to meet all of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Whoa.
See, this is why I believe in the old way. Truth is, somebody should have just shot that in the head. He's a weed. It don't matter what garden you put him in. He's going to grow. He's cancer. You can radiate, but if you leave just a little bit there, it's gonna grow.
Malignant.
People like this need to die. They don't need more time. They need to be gone. Why do we keep them here?
And they're definitely not going to put him on the type of security that they had Charlie Manson on. Because if Charlie Manson had lacked security, he would have continued doing whatever he's doing, manipulating the outside world. But they put him under cover, deep cover. I don't know if they're going to do that for this guy, Eligio Bishop.
Because when they gave him life, he didn't care. He was like, oh, I forgive you.
Yeah.
I was like, what the?
Tell you? You think I'm joking?
Yeah.
You know what? Pour me one and pour yourself one. Because you done lost your damn mind. I'm sitting here telling you that was the beginning.
Yeah, that's some Eligio.
Salutes, Nathan. Yes, sir. We are live, Nathan. We are live.
He went into jail famous.
Man.
Did you see how I was unafraid? Come, little children, feel my ball. Feel my power.
No, man. No.
That's how that nigga be. Oh, you look like me.
I'm sure he's manipulating the guard right now.
Like in the Matrix.
I'm sure he's manipulating the guard right now.
Remember when it mutated? And they started touching people and turning them into agents?
Yes.
And then they made all of these agents for Neo to fight?
Yes.
And then they started making him look like Neo, so Neo was fighting himself?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly what Eligio Bishop is trying to do in real time. He's going to infect as many minds as he possibly can with his depravity. And then he's going to gas them up and put a battery in their back. And
Keeps does work. My hair was pretty thin. Like,
and he's going to send them out into society. And then guess what? They're going to put money on his books. And he's going to tell them how to hustle on social media. And he's going to teach them how to get that money. And they're going to put more money on his book.
We were talking to Solar. I think I asked him, do you believe that Eligio is the Messiah still? He said yes. I want to say that.
We all are.
Okay.
If Solar is a dude that she's talking about, and if Solar was in that cult, And if this is the same Solar that was involved in the controversy with Guru, that's an angle to pay attention to, because that would make a few things add up. But I'm gonna have to look into that, make sure it's the same person.
So we all are, and we all are nothing.
Right. Okay.
Vessels. We inhabit spirit.
Salutes Vernon Himes. He said, I got a roll shot hanging out with the grandkids tonight. Salutes to you. That's the most important thing that you can do is give them your time. All right. I appreciate you. Have a good time. Salutes to them. You have a good one, bro. Peace.
You take the human brain and the human spirit out of the body, it dies, it turns into dust. Mm-hmm. We are nothing but our spirit.
And let me add, this might be a compounded question, but for Jaguar Wright, what do you feel is the human purpose, the purpose of man, woman, the purpose of life?
To learn and evolve and grow.
Into what?
Whatever.
Okay.
There's not supposed to be a determination. You're just supposed to be. Whatever that is. If it is your purpose to make people happy, then that's what you'll do. If it is your purpose to motivate people, that's what you'll do. If
you could have missed me with all this philosophical side of things. We was here for the dirt.
Is your
you know what I mean?
Purpose-driven lives.
And I agree. Not that I don't agree with her.
Did you get them?
Yes.
Purpose-driven lives. You know, even if your purpose is just to wake up and troll.
Oh, it's a lot of people.
There are committed trolls online. Like, you got to think about what that takes. You're this nobody sitting out here in the world. You go online, you pick a personality, and you blame them for all of your problems. You hate them for having the attention that you're never going to get.
Absolutely.
And then you find a way to tether yourself to that person to look for relevance.
Facts.
And then you spend every day thinking of how to keep that tether tight so you can continue to keep getting that.
I'm going to clip that, put it on a hot key right here, and hit that shit whenever there's a troll around. Because that was a good summation of a troll right there.
That infusion of attention. You got to think about how committed you had to be. When I wake up in the morning, I think about eating breakfast, this, that, and the third, so on and so forth. What I need to get done today, what time am I making content, what's going to be the focus of the content, mod squad meetings, you know, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm thinking about. When these people wake up, what did Jag do last night?
Yeah.
Let me tell her she's stupid for doing it.
What did she say?
Rewind.
Oh no, we gotta go live. Jag said she's going to the 7-Eleven. We gotta go live.
No. You can keep the 7-Eleven. Just give me the dirt.
Jag just took a on the toilet. We gotta go live. Oh my God, she's Jag.
She's Jag.
We gotta go live.
Yeah, but we can say that about you, baby. We can say, oh, Puffy diddled something. Here comes Jag telling his story, right? We can do that about anything.
Why?
So let me ask.
Like, why?
And I want to give context to this because, 100 years ago, maybe 1 billion, 2 billion people in the world. Mind you, humans been around for thousands of years.
Yeah, we got a few eon going on.
Now we're about to push 8 billion, and you see
in the world,
the whole world, and you've been to a lot of countries.
We need Thanos.
Yeah, if I say, I mean, the snap might have to come
we
because
need Thanos. You got to understand, progeny is clone. Stupid mammy, stupid pappy, stupid kid.
Hey.
Do we really need more? We got enough stupid motherfuckers in this world.
You can say that a lot, but I know a couple of dumb parents that got superb kids that cracked the cycle and made things different for not only themselves and their immediate family, but for generations to come. I've seen a lot of that. So I have hope in next generations. The problem is, you know, the more you saturate a kid with your ignorance and your lifestyle, the more you're crippling that kid from being able to make that change for themselves and future family members.
Do we need more? And then Dumb and Dumber get together and make Dumbest. And then they sit there and say, look how stupid my kid is and never take for it. It's your kid.
Facts.
The pandemic, that's interesting.
Very.
Listening to parents complaining about doing their children's schoolwork with them. You want to know why they were mostly
You're talking about the word that can't be spoken. You know that couple of years that we couldn't go nowhere? She talking about that.
Complaining. Very few of them was honest about.
Sell to millions of people online with Shopify's social media and marketplace integrations.
They couldn't do the work they did.
That's facts. that's facts.
They got sick and tired of looking stupid when their kid came to them and asked them a question about math.
Oh, no, that's a fact, too. You know, these parents ain't ready to help these kids with their homework. They don't know nothing about it.
Or history or geometry or this, and they didn't know the answer.
Right.
So then they bitch at the online teachers about the lesson plans and how they need to be doing more and how it's bad enough my child is home all day. What do you mean it's bad enough? Your child is home all day. There's some people whose child don't ever come home.
Facts.
And you're complaining about educating
having yours at
your
home.
child.
That's true. A lot of that.
When that's what you're supposed.
Shout out Nathan Wallace. Nathan asked, does Jaguar Wright believe what she's saying, or has she found a way to generate an income? It's obviously a persona she has created. But why is that obvious, though, Nathan? Explain that to me. Why is it obviously a persona? Maybe this is who she is. Maybe it's who she's always been. You know? Has she found a way to get paid? I mean, hasn't everybody? Everybody finds a way to get paid. I'm finding a way to get paid. Like, who knows what kind of deal she got with these video people? I don't know, you know, how many times a year she does it. I know she does interviews here and there, but I'm not sure that. No, I think that the shit happened with Diddy. The shit's happening with this dude right here. What's his face? Eligio Bishop. She got information on it. She knows. She's talking about it. Does she got the right to get paid from it? Yeah. But I don't know that this is some kind of persona that she's created. This is who Jaguar Wright is. Nathan says there are moments where she makes valid points, but taken as a whole, Jaguar Wright is no different than the trolls she describes. Yeah, you can say that. It's her job. She feels like she has to troll the abusers, right? So that's the only difference. She trolls the abusers. But yeah, I don't see nothing malicious in it, in the sense that she's just making shit up for money. I think she wants to see these things change until I'm convinced otherwise, you know?
Supposed to do in the first place. You're not supposed to rely on strangers to teach your kids. But we do. And guess what? Most of the shit that they teach is irrelevant, worthless, and lies.
Yeah. Do you feel like AI will be teaching our kids soon?
It already is.
Yeah, no, yeah. It is, literally.
Where do you think the programs are being generated from? There's a whole commercial that they run, an ad that they run on YouTube about a woman bragging about her AI lawyer.
Yes.
And guess what it says and guess what she says early in it? I know AI is about to take over all our jobs and exile us from humanity, but I'm telling you, he got me my money faster than any real lawyer.
You need $5,400 in your account.
No, she literally said, I know this machine is about to make sure I'm homeless and destitute and poor, but it's getting me money now. So that's what's up.
Man,
That's a commercial.
that's the Terminator. That's the beginning of a Terminator movie.
Feel that
That's
way when I see
iRobot.
those commercials.
Yes, iRobot. We're seeing
That's
the beginning.
Terminator, 5G, Skynet.
Shout out Jonathan Pantoja said, I'm sure Jaguar, Wright, and Gene Deal are making money, just like Benzino makes money off Eminem's. Off Eminem. Yeah, I mean, there's trolls out there getting money, and then you got to find ways to have the trolls make you money. You know? But it's a give and take now. But I'd much rather her be trolling abusers than abusers be trolling the rest of us with an obviously created persona. You know what I'm saying? That's what the abusers are doing. They are obviously creating their personas. So I'd rather she be trolling them than them trolling us.
Where do they differ?
The lines are getting blurred.
Art imitates life. When Hitler wanted to overthrow the Jews in Germany.
This is amazing, dude. I love this thing.
Bro, why y'all act like I'm losing my hair? I'm good.
I love it. Shout out to them.
All these ads I keep getting.
His first line of attack was to bring in a director, a film director, to do a series of movies that ran for 2.5 years while he was working up his gambit, depicting Jews as trifling and evil.
Who is she
Black
talking
wanted to
about
overthrow art, imitate differ. Terminator, 5G, Skynet. Where do they differ?
The lines are getting blurred.
Art imitates life. When Hitler wanted to overthrow the Jews in Germany, his first line of attack was to bring in a director, a film director, to do a series of movies that ran for 2.5 years while he was working up his gambit, depicting Jews as trifling and evil and stingy and nasty, and Germans as fed up and tired of dealing with them. They had characters that people, the Germans were able to relate to.
The scams ain't new. The scams that they're pulling on everybody, they're not new scams. They're old scams. They've been here a long time. Hitler was pulling them.
And there were just enough Jews around to make everything that they were saying in those movies true for them. Think about it.
Control the media.
3 years of being desensitized to what happens to a specific race of people. So when it actually happens, you don't say anything. You're already okay with it.
They did that to us. In the black movies now.
Yeah.
In society, when some black man gets killed on TV, everybody's desensitized.
That's how they do. That's how MK Ultra works.
So let me ask, there's a movie
They program the mind to believe the program.
There you go. Man, come on.
I ain't gonna argue with her about it.
It's called a program.
Facts.
When you are writing code, you're
programming.
Why do people have such a hard time with embracing the truth?
Hey,
I don't get it.
saying something.
Running around, glorifying a bunch of fake hags, falling in love with a bunch of fat, sitting there telling real black men that they need to be more like the and saying, I don't need a like you. I need a that fat. Cause he come through.
Seems like they are trying to demasculate.
Demasculate. It's worse than that.
What did Tupac say?
They're forcing black women to not be attracted to real black men. What does that do? It kills the propagation of the species. If black women aren't attracted to black men aren't attracted to black women, where are the black babies gonna come from?
There you go.
If you're busy trying to...
Real quick.
Where's the music going? It's gonna get hard.
Shit, I don't know. It depends on niggas' balls. You know, if niggas got big nuts like me, it's gonna.
Where's the music going? It's gonna get
Where's the music going?
hard.
Shit, I don't know. It depends on niggas' balls. You know, if niggas got big nuts like me, it's gonna get way harder. But shit, if niggas got little nuts, it's gonna start getting back to a different type of rap. You know what I'm saying? Partying and fucking and all of that type of shit, because that's what we talk about when they don't let us talk about what we really want to talk about. So it depends. You can listen to the radio and listen to what niggas be talking about. And if they start talking that crazy shit, then it ain't cool. If niggas still talking that thug shit, you know, that hardcore shit, it's all good. But if they talking about like, you know, all that crazy shit, you know, it ain't gonna be like that. Nothing's wrong with that, but there's something wrong with it if you think that's hardcore. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
He saw it coming. He knew where the game was going. The demasculation. Some would say it was overmasculated. What?
To be Jay-Z.
Hold on, we back on him?
If you're busy trying to be Jay-Z, when do you spend time being yourself? You know, one of my favorite artists that I love on top of TDE is Sir. But
bro, I don't need you putting up lyrics.
One of the lines is a love for a Grammy. For a Grammy.
Hold on.
He actually has another song from one of the earlier albums where one of the lines is, her friends don't like me because they know that I would trade her love for a Grammy.
Come on now.
Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying about a Grammy?
I would trade her love for a Grammy?
Come on now.
Are you kidding me?
Shit.
It's the embedded idol worship. See?
A lot of them.
This was an offering.
Give me the money. Keep the Grammy.
That's why his name is all over it.
Run the paper.
Come on.
Please. Keep me in the Illuminati. Please keep me. I wrote a hit record for you. Because that his name ain't got shit to do with that song.
There you go.
And to sit in your songs and brag about rejecting the love of a human being for a statue that if you pawn it, you can't even get more than $1,000.
I don't give a shit.
We just found a dead body.
There was nothing there with a name on it. We don't.
That ain't even worth $1,000.
And I hate to, I don't want to get too political, but you know, we're in an election year.
Yeah.
And
ain't nobody talking about no election.
Ain't nobody talking about no election.
Ain't that funny? Not even a debate.
Not even a debate.
The last time we had Herschel Walker making ass of himself, and now ain't nobody saying shit.
Ain't nobody saying shit. There's a movie about the
cheating again.
Come out called Civil War, where they're showing California, Texas, and I see January 6th happen with the Trump supporters, and
They're just getting everybody ready.
yeah, it's like seems like they're prepping us for like we're not talking no elections.
All them guys, rednecks, is out there buying bear spray, land,
and buying up all the bullets. Facts. Shout out Perfecto J77 on the check-in. Salutes to you, sir.
snares, traps,
Facts.
bow and arrow, crossbow. They out there. Why ain't y'all out there getting it? I'm getting my. I can't get anything technically right now because I'm on bond.
But I'm looking south of the border.
To carry weapons.
I'm sorry for that, Jack. I hate you can't, you know. You used to be in love with your weapons.
Go ahead.
But no, I am seeing what's going on south of the border.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The whole world hates us right now. The value of our dollar is going down.
Facts.
And we're lying to the public, and we got a robot running the country.
Facts. Both
Let's
sides
be honest.
Ain't shit.
Let's be honest.
TikTok. The shit that's going on with TikTok, they not even being honest about that.
They can't. They're trying
And
to
guess
ban.
what? Meanwhile, can anybody tell me how did Brittany Garner's team finish last season?
Gives a shit.
I don't know.
I don't even care about her interview.
I don't know.
I mean, she was playing for Phoenix, right?
Yeah. They
How did they do? Were they selling out all the tickets?
Nah.
Selling out all the tickets?
Nah.
Did she? What was the boards looking like? Does anybody know what kind of board she had?
No. I know. A Russian arms dealer is free.
Is she going back to the Olympics?
Where's the God of War?
To represent the United States?
I don't think so.
So then why the did we let her out of jail? For the God, Lord of War.
Yeah, Lord of War.
Exactly why the was we in a rush to bring her back? I want to know. She don't like America. She done said that. Don't nobody know what the she did with that goddamn team that ain't nobody paying no tickets to go see. She ain't out here doing no activism or talking about what it's like to be a POW in Russia. She ain't doing no public service announcement.
None of that.
Her sat there, cried all them goddamn months. They ain't fucking doing shit. They barely said thank you to anybody.
Damn.
Man.
She ain't win nothing.
And why at the same time, the Lord of War out there getting it popping, getting paid right now.
Man.
Why we bring her back? Because the nigga we let her go for can make a nuke in his sleep with his eyes tied up.
He might not could make it, but he could source it. That's for sure.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Lord.
Let him go for her?
That was a crazy.
I'm sorry. How did Phoenix WNBA finish? Nobody knows.
Oh, that's sad.
How illuminating.
That's
mean.
Oh man.
Funny.
No disrespect, Brittany. Why we all gotta suffer? You the one that took the weed juice. Ain't nobody tell you put that shit in your bag. And we got real heroes sitting over there waiting to get let go.
Facts.
And they stood there. And she ain't winning.
See, I was gonna ask about Gilly and Wallow.
What happened?
Just Gilly.
Wallow too.
Oh no, we getting Wallow hate too. Oh shit, I knew there was gonna be a purpose to this whole thing. Why you hating on Wallow, man? What did Wallow do? Ah shit, here we go.
What happened?
Just Gilly. And
Wallow too.
Yo.
And we there. Him too.
That was leading to the
Commissary heavy.
Yeah.
$100 million and you still eating Chi-Chi's, they say.
Yeah.
You still eating Chi-Chi's. Try to gatekeep on me again, Wallow. I'll tell everybody what Birdman did to Gil.
Oh. Ain't that Philly though? Wait a minute. Jack.
They ain't Philly if they gatekeeping on my name.
Oh, man. Wait, so Wallow keeping her out of something, so she gonna put on blast that Birdman did something to him? Well, you basically just put it on blast. That shit wasn't on my radar. Oh, it was about Gilly, not Wallow. Okay, about Gilly. I mean, we know he got took money-wise, and we know they had bad business together over there, but damn, is you just... Let's see if Nathan's right, man. She just wilding out. Just chooses a name to throw it on. Wait a minute, Jack.
They ain't Philly if they get Birdman did to Gil.
Damn.
Try to gatekeep on me again, Wallow. I'll tell everybody what Birdman did to Gil.
Ain't that Philly though? Wait a minute, Jack.
They ain't Philly if they gatekeeping on my name.
Oh, man.
You ain't no kind of Philly if you gatekeeping on my name. You gonna sit there and tell my little brother that mentioning my name is gonna hurt his career when I'm promoting him? For what? What album you put out, Wallow?
So, okay, let's put it together. Evidently, somebody was on Gilly and Wallow's show, and they edited her name out the shit, or told dude, you might not want to talk about her right now. Shout out Jonathan Pantoja. He said, what's eerie is Jaguar Wright brings up the elections. I saw a video of Trump's prospect VP put a book where she unalives her family dog and a goat. Dog, if you ask me, these people eat a fresh baby every morning, so you ain't telling me nothing that surprises me. Shout out Zoraida. She said, facts. She cracks me up every time. She be wildin', yo. Wildin'.
What album Gil put out? For real, for real. If he had stayed his black
in Philadelphia and doubled down on major figures, maybe he wouldn't have got touched up by the Birdman. Because there is no young man that made their way through that man's that didn't get. You think Weezy only got on her? You kidding me?
It's big allegations.
The kind of that'll leave his brother in jail.
I did see them kiss though, Weezy and Birdman, and they came up with some cockamamie story about why.
And then kidding me?
That should
only
be a drop.
got on her. You kidding me? The kind of that'll leave his brother in jail and then show him no real support when he gets home.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, Birdman and his brother, they don't talk. And his brother came home recently, and his brother testified, and he testified on, he put some bodies on people that are no longer on this plane of existence.
If he over his own brother, why wouldn't he f up other people's kids? I don't understand.
Jesus.
But I tell you this, Wallow, the next time you open your mouth and my name comes out of it, it better be with only respect. Because I know that you f with, and they talk heavy, and I pay in cash.
See, but see, now you getting, money would inspire people to make up shit and talk. You know what I'm saying? So if you offering money to people, and you offering money to bitches that probably wanted to get wifed up and didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I take what they say seriously until you using it? How can I take what you say seriously? So, there you go. That's the slippery slope there. That's where Nathan would say she's obviously a persona. You know what I'm saying? That sounds disingenuous in the sense that, yeah, you throw money at somebody, they're going to throw you some smut. For that, you might as well not pay nobody nothing and just make it up. Because if you ain't got receipts, then what does it mean, Jonathan said, you think she has personality disorder and that's the energy that she has, her with that energy? I'm sure she has. Jonathan asked, you think she has a personality disorder and that's the energy that she has with her, that energy? It's quite possible she got a few of them. Who knows? Who knows? It doesn't mean that everything she's saying is a lie. Also doesn't mean everything she's saying is the truth. It also doesn't mean that it's not who she is. See, you got to let people be who they are and what they are, Again, what did dog say? You got to expect a snake to be a snake.
You out paying cash. I you out.
So, Jag,
you asked.
Yeah, no, I did.
I need a joint.
Yeah, no, and we're about to end this with this because I want to take this home and for all those who show concern and
shout out to my sister Mia and my girl, my baby girl.
Shout out me in the building. The status of your mother and Sam Jr. A lot of people were concerned.
They're fine where they are. Everything that happens within the will of God.
There you go.
And the truth is, I get more done without them. I really don't need anybody slowing me down.
Everything's dramatic.
If I really want them with me all the time, I got to get to the end of this. I can't guarantee their safety with me. And having to worry about them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week ain't helping me. Ain't helping them either. What I will say is that my son is about to turn 22 years old. And if anybody wants to have a conversation with me about him, they'll have to do it with him present because he is a grown man and he has the right and the ability to speak for himself. Unless my son is present, I will not answer any questions about any of my kids. And as far as my mom is concerned, I've taken care of her all my life. I think I earned a break. I've been a great daughter. I hope Shelly don't kill her, but oh well. I still inherit. The will hasn't changed. It's funny. I'll only be inheriting my money.
That's pretty hilarious.
Last question. I asked you to do this
they done been telling their last questions for 6 days.
early, but I just want you to do it even more, go detailed. What do you predict will happen next in the future? You know, it's like you see it what happens.
Kathy White's true killer is going to be unveiled.
We're going into that story. We're going to get into that Kathy White story.
And it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
This app on my phone called Audible helps pay for my bills every month. I'm sure you've heard.
Anything else?
Yeah. Show him the tape, Diddy. You got it.
Oh.
Oh, man.
That might buy you a little time.
She insinuating that Diddy got the Kathy White tape.
You should probably stop looking for plastic surgeons.
Man.
Looking for a new life, new face.
Yo, why that was the never-ending fruit bowl, though? That fruit bowl been going for hours and hours. Shout out Jonathan said, I just noticed she drinking. I think this is another version of Drink Champs, and it's all about discernment, like you said, my dude. Yeah, like, that could add to her dramatics, too. She's dramatic. It's who she is, though. But that's a never-ending fruit bowl. They must have been filling it up or handing her new ones, because that one don't look like it got a dent in it. And she been chomping on them shits for hours.
We gonna hang you high. Jay-Z too. Beyonce too. And we gonna...
So wait a minute. Well, I guess she was talking to him. I thought she was talking about the woman that's on the tape.
Round up all the fans.
Oh.
See, I love a good gay man. I just can't stand him. And that's what it is.
With that being
You
said,
want to know what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
I'm about to f up America.
Oh.
That's what's about to happen.
Yeah, see, there's the
Here we go.
self-promotion part.
No
There's
more
the
filter.
persona right there, Nathan.
From this point forward, any word that I say, I ain't holding back.
Let that shit out there.
And I ain't saying alleged either. Y'all said I was lying the first time. Now it turns out I'm telling the truth. You still don't want to admit that I was right, but you don't want to admit that you was wrong. So really then...
Because America does not want to admit that its heroes are monsters. And that goes for anybody that's picked a criminal that they sided with, a cartel person that they love so much that's a PDF file, and that's still your hero. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to out people, you know what I'm saying? But what it is we're indoctrinated to this shit, you know what I'm saying? And there has to be a line. You have to draw a line, or you will fall, and you will fall to anyone's manipulation. You'll end up in somebody's fire pit, bro. You know? You gotta know that your heroes got skeletons in their closets. Baby skeletons.
The diplomacy doesn't matter. Fuck you. I'm going to just keep ruining your lives with the truth.
And here we go. With that being said, we want to say, man, y'all living y'all truth.
Y'all better call her an Uber or something, because she ain't driving.
As the truth shall set you free. It's 2024. And we just...
Shout out to Cat Williams.
Yeah, let's go.
Shout out to Lunell Campbell.
Let's go.
Shout out to Kanye Ye West.
Hey.
Shout out to the Hebrew Israelites. Shout out to my very good friend, Fred Hampton Jr., the chairman of the board for the Black Panther Party. Free them all. Power to the people. As a Panther, I can say that with pride.
Man.
Shout out to Keefe D. Stop pump faking and save your life. And tell them who paid you to say the shit you said. Because you getting poked up and getting your ass beat in jail. And Reggie Wright got you tailor-made to fit for a goddamn casket. State's evidence. WITSEC. I met your son, Keefe. He's a good man. He follows me on TikTok. He made me change my mind about you. 6 months ago, I ain't give no fuck what happened to you. Today, I'm praying for your life. Every day. Because I want you to live to tell the truth. Because the second you do, Valletta Wallace can finally get justice. The second you do, maybe Aaliyah's family will be held accountable for what they turned their heads to. And maybe Hype Williams will be charged for conspiracy to commit murder. It's time to talk, Hype. It's time for the public to ask you why Aaliyah couldn't get on Lenny Kravitz's plane. And you had to put her on that clown car plane. Who asked you to say that? And do yourself a favor before you make any statements. Please remember, I was got a little ex. You're apprenticed. I know a lot more about you than you think I do.
I hate when you start whispering and get all dramatic and your head starts.
It's time for us to stop pussyfooting with the truth. It is time for Aaliyah Dana Houghton's death to be properly investigated. It's time for Fatima Robinson to speak up about what she heard on that phone. It's time for somebody to be honest about who gave Aaliyah the pills that knocked her out before she was carried onto a plane she didn't want to be on. It's time for the other dancers who knew she was terrified to get on that plane to speak up. And it's time for Hype Williams to be officially questioned about why he made her get on that plane and why they forced her to do it unconscious.
All right, we gotta find some of these. We gotta find some of these Aaliyah conspiracy videos.
Jag, for those that want to follow you, the new channel, the new.
I am the Jaginator. Pick a number, I'm there.
I am the Jaginator. And that's on the platform. Well, right now, Jaguar Wright back on the new.
Back on my boots.
Back on it. We here again, 2024, man. Let's do
Unfortunately, it's just true.
it. The truth shall set you free. And
Will hang you high.
We got on the couch, Jaguar Wright. We gotta say it.
You know what's sad? That she could do all of this acting and all of this shit, and then but if you put her in front of a camera to act, I wonder if she could actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Or does she climb up? You know?
A real life street star.
Bruh, So this episode didn't have as much about our favorite superheroes, our Diddy's, our Jay-Z's, our Meek Mills. We didn't have much of that on this in this video. So I'm gonna off live. I'm gonna end up watching the behind the scenes just to see that that it's worth our while on a live to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get, but I'm gonna clip some things out of here. I'm gonna clip the Eligio stuff, Eligio Bishop cult. I'm gonna clip some of the Diddy stuff, some of the Jay-Z stuff, and I want to start looking into this Kathy White situation, and see what smoke there is there, if any, and see what she's talking about. See what she's talking about. Again, we've been hanging out. It's been, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Salute to y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all. We tried something different today. We tried to have less of an intro, but it seems like the 2 songs at the beginning of the joint, for some, it might annoy them and they might leave, but it also gives enough time for people to get up in here. We got in this live, we had a Captain Aguasvivas update. All right, so we got more info on that. I'll be clipping that and putting that out as well during the week. I need some more stuff. I want to work on some shorts and stuff. So Maybe we go live tomorrow. Maybe I spend the day doing shorts. I will keep y'all posted and let y'all know what's going on. I'm trying to line the week up with edited videos so I can do less live streams and just keep getting more things done. Again, I want to tear down the whole system and get it back together. I want to get my cords in order. This desk goes up and down, so I'd like to be able to use that function. But that's what's going on around here. On top of that, there's auditions and there's other things that need my attention, so I'll be on it. Salute Jonathan. He said that's a channel he could commit to. Do your thing. Go see what Jaguar's talking about. Don't let it stress you out. All right, y'all have a great Saturday night. Do not forget May 4th, the Flores Twins will be here. We'll be doing a show here. We'll be talking about SA, actual assault in the cartel, and child actual assault in the cartel. And we'll be here, and then that night after that conversation with the twins, we'll be moving over to the Head Kicks channel, and I will be reacting live to the Canelo fight. All right? Tomorrow I'll start putting out the promo for the twins, and I appreciate if y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to be talking our shit on Saturday, May 4th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Y'all have a great Saturday night. Let me find something to get out of here with. Y'all have a great Saturday night, and you be safe. No drinking and driving, no texting and driving. All right, call an Uber, save your life, save someone else's life. Boom. Go out with some relentless shit, right? And I appreciate you guys. Hundreds up in the chat for you. Let me go through the chat real quick. If you have yet to hit the like button on the way out, please do so. Small crowd today. Shout out Peter. Shout out Flu Dog, Jonathan, IB. Shout out Old Soul, Lolly, 298 Sosa, Vernon Heim swaying through, El Q, and salute Zoraida, Yael, salutes to you, Nathan Wallace, salutes to you, sir. Perfecto J777, we appreciate you. Thank you. Zoraida, have a great night. Jonathan said thank you for another great day of content, my dude. Have a blessed day. Y'all, likewise, have a great night, man. It was fun. We got an update, and we got some more. We got one more video, and I'm going to look at it first. I'm going to look at the Jaguar Wright video before we go live the next time, all right? But I will holler at y'all. Y'all have a great day.
Hey, attention.
And I will see y'all either tomorrow or Monday, all right? Peace.
Hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed, she getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, stray bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disrespect.
disregard for the soul. Gassed them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers was shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving.